So yeah, exactly what Sage is saying there. It's not the safest move. It's not the end of the world. You can definitely get away with it. I do it all the time because I'm lazy, but could definitely find yourself in a less than ideal situation, let's say. Okay, if we can grab Lightning Buddy first, let's bring you out on a little bit of a walk. I hear main area of Zot 2 is lovely this time of year. Beauty. Switch back to ice for this son of a gun. Nope. Okay, fine. That's cool. Let's go out to the open space where we thrive. Makes sense. As a bird, don't really like, enclosed spaces, limiting our flight capabilities. I want to be able to stretch our wings. Ideally, at least. What's waiting for me here? Switch to staff. The berserk is the rough part here, but I think I can just ignite everyone to death before they get an opportunity to really do a whole lot. I could be wrong, but I feel like this does the trick. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oh, a polearms book. Chess piece of Zom? No, thank you. I actually already have my own at home. Already in a chaotic enough situation, just having to deal with my own choices in life. Feel like I don't need any more. This is a weird place. I don't think I want to hang out here. Oh gosh. Why are they all electric themed? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, do we have to go there? Let's find out. No. 100% we do not need to go there. Why the heck? You have some optional patches down. Interesting. In Zot, you tend to clear paths between stairs and radiate from there as needed. Right, depending on the day and definitely depending on the character. The weaker my character is, the more likely I am to just stick to, let's get through Zot as fast as possible. Maybe shout occasionally to make sure causing noise won't bring unexpected enemies down on our head when we're, running up a stairs away from something infinitely more scary. But on a character like this that's doing pretty solidly, it's definitely where I start to push my boundaries a little bit. Just because we're able to clear it all, it's more experience, it's a little bit safer for the return trip with the orb, so I don't mind. Okie dokie, how are we doing? A lot of things have hit their caps. Firestorm is 19% castable. So I probably do actually want to train something there. Let's go with Fire Magic. Can put Fire Magic on the back burner for the rest of the game. We won't even cap it, potentially. Just get more firepower onto our spells. At the very least. Moth of Wrath got shunted down one floor by the shaft. Probably not the best enemy for me to use that shaft on, but I'm not going to complain. And just beautiful work. Servitor did great out there, kiddo. I guess we did say no to that. Oh, Storm Dragon, hello. I was just about to talk about one of your siblings. Give me a moment, please. Even though, actually, you didn't hurt us as much as I thought you did. And then we'll just blast you. But Storm Dragon, I need you. Please, can I have your skin? Don't make it a weird thing. Don't be weird about it. Just give me your skin. Thank you. So kind. So nice, these dragons. Well, in that case, let us drop the javelins we're never going to use, and I want to pick up the Storm Dragon armor. It's a little bit heavy, but it's exactly what we need in life, which is huge. Exactly, Doctor, exactly. Let's do a quick find for Enchant A. I left a bunch of these lying around, I believe. Yeah, we could get another +4 added on. What's the encumbrance rating on this son of gun? Ooh, quite different. Quite different. So let's try this out. Probably should go to a safe place before I do this, but ignition up to 6%, Spellforge to 9. Firestorm becomes much harder to cast, but we could just train more armor skill in the background. Yeah, I don't think Firestorm is an option. I think you're right, Eggly. Hope that's the future reference it should be. It definitely is. It definitely is. Even if I don't like consciously make references to certain media things, Futurama is one that will constantly be in my subconscious just because of how much I absolutely adore the show. But, that's rough. I guess we don't need Firestorm. Would be nice to stay alive rather than cast something cool, right? It's a really close balance in my books, though, and that's saying something about my my mentality in a lot of games. Partially why I want my outfit to look good, which, if we're speaking about that, now sure, our shield clashes a little bit, but our armor definitely matches with our cloak better. So, you know, there's a bit of a cohesive look. A shield you can just drop and be stunning. It's a little bit harder to change out your actual armor or your cloak, you know? It takes a little bit more of a concentrated effort, so... I feel like even with this slightly off fashion sense, we're still ready to hit the catwalk whenever need be. Just ditch the shield, you know? So let's go back to that find enchant armor. And sure, let's go and pick this up. Let's just play it safe. I'd rather not lose a character on Zot when we've already struggled so much with Tengu and had quite the cursed process all across the way. So let's do it. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, that's a cool little vault area. I think we could just beat this one at this stage, right? Like, they can pull us into the thorns, but we just ignition and everybody do be dead, right? Let's do it. It's not very often that we do most of these optional vaults, so it might be fun to do so. 4 AC is 4 AC. It's very well could be the difference between life and death. It also means that we can finally change our Staff of Fire back to A, drop this wand, and take me away. Let's just blast them. And once more. Yes, I'll really fly into that net trap. Thank you. Don't feel too concerned about it, if we're being honest. Oops, that did nothing. Let's try this. Honestly, okay, that even makes things easier. If they pull me straight to them, heck yeah, bud. And there we go. Let's read that immediately. Let's see what this ring does. Ooh, wizardry. With that, we could potentially still cast Firestorm. And it has RC, so it would mean that we didn't need the flail anymore. So hold up. Let's first pick this up. We don't need anything else from here. Here's my thinking. Remove Ring of Protection from Fire, because if we're using the Staff of Fire, that equates just fine. Then we can actually use this Wizardry Ring. Gives us the cold resistance that we're missing otherwise. And where does that leave stuff? 2%, 4%, 30% on Firestorm. Still not quite there. But thinking about it, on the periphery, on the cusp, as it were. Not too bad. Fighting is just about to turn off, and then Fire Magic will maybe crank up over the last final moments of the run here. Regardless, let's head for the armor scrolls first. I do like the sound of this overall. Nice little shuffle here at the end of all things. Almost 30 AC, not too shabby. Could in fact even train some more armor. I'd have to review the equations to know how much better one or the other is between training the spell school of your desired spell or training armor to reduce that failure rate. I would guess the spell school, but it gets a little bit trickier when you're going from 22 and up with this 35 cost versus 13 and up with a 16 cost. Those numbers get a little bit easier to compare against each other, or harder to compare against each other, but easier to imagine that it's appropriate of a swap. But regardless, feeling pretty good about this. Can definitely head back down now. Resistance is looking much more solid across the board, which means we don't have to actively be swapping in the middle of wartime, which is generally good. Yeah, if we really wanted Firestorm, I agree, Eggly, we could definitely clear Elf Vault's Crypt, get far and away enough experience. I'm not too worried about, you know, getting it at all costs. It was kind of, if it organically kind of hit, sure. But as is, I think I'm happy to just see how it works, and we're pretty solid across the board otherwise. Yeah, oh jeez, I thought about it a second after, that this is actually a terrible situation for us. The hallway is what does it. No Spellforge Servitor was the other big blaring klaxon in my head as the warning alarms went off. Listen to this guy trying to get free resistance to negativity by thinking positive about being able to cast Firestorm. Always think positively about trying to get anything in life. Let's do it. We'll just lig up. We should be safe here, and this will cause very little damage to come through from the negative side of things. Pretty decent AC. Not as good as I actually thought. Our own AC is looking pretty good these days. And then I think I can blast you. In fact, maybe I should have blasted and ran. Well, too late now. Let's drink some ambrosia. Get confused up, but we managed to regain a bunch of sweet MP. And then let's hope. Spellforge Servitor, please. Directly on my right. Oh my gosh, you beautiful bird, you. Okay, well, fantastic. And now we just team up. Squad goals. Love to see it. Now, this servitor is definitely not getting fired. In fact, if anything, they deserve a promotion after that showing. But let's continue going through this hallway that sucks for us. Why the heck not? I never do learn. It's just not in our blood to be intelligent. Instead, we'll blast ya. We'll blast ya. And see what kind of weird chaotic effects shape out of that. Serby's getting a raise. Oh, definitely. Or, you know, if we wanted to be more capitalistic about the whole thing, then whoa. I said they deserve a raise. I did not say they'd get more money. Are you kidding me? We can't afford that in the budget, in this economy. That's crazy talk. Instead, the poor servitor was actually in the end fired from their job, undeservedly so, because unfortunately, the needs of the company surpass the needs of the individual. What a horrible world we live in. But okie dokie, that's my anti-Gozag sermon. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you want to save some poor child from falling under the sway of Gozag, donate to our cause instead. Even my anti-capitalistic rant turned into pretty much just the same thing from my end. This game gets too real, right? I'm not even making this stuff up. It's just all very much in-game mechanical lore. It's the real lore that they don't tell you about in school. r/anti-Gozag. Please donate to my Gozag fund me. Oh my gosh, you're all coming up with brilliant business ideas. Now I'm back on the capitalist train, baby. Let's make these apps. There's gotta be a market for it. So everyone just thinks Gozag looks like a Grand Negus from Star Trek, right? It's not just you. See, I think for me, I'm less creative, so my mind is just like giant gold coin. God of gold, giant gold coin. It's that easy, folks, but I like yours better. I like yours. You think Gozag looks like a golden turd? I mean, hey, whatever they decide to appear before you as. That's the thing about gods, they appear in all shapes and forms. If we're taking like a Greek pantheon approach to it, then who knows? Gozag could just be that like cow in the field that shows up that one day. And probably is unreasonably attractive for a bovine, because that was kind of Zeus's whole thing. Just have to come up with the equivalent, like maybe a really sexy quokka. That's what all the DCSS gods decide to try and trick mortals into falling in love with them, using the form of a quokka. That's, regardless of what anybody says in the next little bit here, that's now my headcanon, and I refuse to be shaken from it. Oh, hello, Annihilator friend. Please leave my home. Me and my son do not wish to see you any longer. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Fantastic. You like to imagine a golden Jabba the Hutt? Great is good. And you want him to be Mr. T, but he doesn't seem badass enough for that? I don't know if anybody is. Don't know if the world is ready for Mr. T to be the deity that you decide to follow in a game. Okie dokie, there we go. See, that's how you kill a cursed toe. That was much better, so much nicer. And now what the heck is waiting for us here? Okay, blast you. Just take the chaos to the face. Hopefully it's not too bad. Not too bad. Okawaru has Mr. T vibes. Okawaru, to me, has, like, huge dad energy. Not like a dad that is huge, but a large amount of energy that is dad-like. And it's not just because I'm trying to do my dad proud in a video game or anything like that. Shut up. Maybe it is in a grocery store as a suspiciously sexy carrot. That's the thing, you never know. They could be anywhere, it could be anything. Let's definitely use a lightning rod to blast through here. Just need to kill this gosh darn toe. Aquari loves puns? Well, I mean, who doesn't? Obviously. That's a pretty silly question if you ask me. Everyone loves puns. Okay, I will turn this car around if you kids don't shut up. Exactly. We're not gonna stop at the store for finesse if you don't stop this argument right now. Do you want your heroism? Oh my gosh, this joke does not land because I forgot. What is it called? Allowance. Allowance, dang it. Joke ruined, you son of a gun. It was gonna be the most incredibly hilarious joke anyone had ever heard. This is just a tribute. Bahamut is a huge nerd, pocket protector, broken glasses, whole 9 yards. Aren't most magic gods huge nerds? I mean, harsh but true, if you ask me. I hate to say it, but we're all thinking it. That's why Trog is the best god, because ain't got time for that nerd stuff. It's pure chat energy the whole way down. Used to get to burn books. Remember the good old days when you could... Actually, let's not associate burning books with good things, because it has horrible connotations in real life. So I'm gonna cut that joke off at the pass. Whoops. To be clear, knowledge is important. Books of all kinds should be respected and kept as a society to ensure that we're taking care to consider all people's perspectives. Okay. Sif seems nerdier to me. It's a... oh my gosh. What is... There's an idiom about this. It's 2 pounds of one, 2 something of another. They're supposed to be the same thing? I don't know. My brain's broken, apparently. I should stop trying to come up with fun references and instead just go for the obvious things. Are you doing it wrong if you worship McCleb just for healing and ignore all destruction and demon stuff? Doing it wrong? Not necessarily. I mean, it's definitely harder to do that nowadays with the, like, since 0.26, maybe 0.27 is where they nerfed McCleb's heal. I specifically like using the demon stuff. The destruction stuff, I don't touch myself, so I'm totally in the same boat as you there. But with the demon stuff, I use it a lot like Brothers in Arms from Trog, so it's just a really good emergency panic button where you need bodies. Just give me bodies in the way between me and my enemies, spam that. pretty solid. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Thank you, Eggley. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for, and I just couldn't think of it off the top of my head. Maybe the emo kid in theater. Yes, definitely. I'm trying to actually, which deity would be the theater kid? And I say this, by the way, as somebody who was kind of the theater kid. I was never confident enough to actually take part in, like, the productions at school, but I love drama class. I come from a family that's very much into performative arts in general, in one way or another. So despite, or putting aside my crippling anxiety, I very much enjoyed the drama side, so don't worry, if you're a drama kid, I'm not making fun of you. But let's be real, which deity would be the drama kid? Definitely needs some sheer drama going on. They gotta care about a lot of stuff. Uskaya for drama? Yeah, they're all about the rhythm, the pentameter of the entire thing. I get that. McCleb Destruction is kind of nice for Jin. 1 HP for random spells isn't bad. That's true. I mean, it's not that different from what you're doing on a daily basis for your spells regardless, right? So I wanted to do orbs, but I think we gotta just blast to take care of these gosh darn summoners. Don't know who invited them to the house party, because I sure as heck did not. Please, servitor, get to work. Thank you. And let's just take a brief pause there to exit, heal ourselves up to full effect. Ashen's always the one who's got to know everyone's business. That's true. I definitely had some close friends who were lovely people, but that describes them to a T. And they were all very much drama kids. So okay, Uskaya and Ashen can be the two different flavors of the broad strokes that make up drama kids. As much as I hate stereotypes, boy are they fun for this kind of thing. Because yeah, Trog, mentioned before, I think Safid mentioned that very much the like yes Chad meme. So we all know that Trog is just the dumb jock kind of cliche. If we're sticking with some of those like tried and true classics from every like 90s movie, those kind of tropes, that one's nice and easy to tag down. And see, and then in that regard, I'd say that Okawaru is like the cooler jock that's actually nice to everyone and is just kind of popular because they're attractive, you know, have the physique, and are actually just kind of cool, chill people. Not so much fitting into that like 90s cliches roles that we were talking about, but a bit more realistic, I feel. Like there was at least one kid at every school I ever went to that was that like just popular for all the right reasons and super cool. And that kid was obviously me, right? For, you know, just making that clear. Definitely not making that up or nothing. Books are for nerds. Exactly. DCSS Deity High School is hilarious to you. Oh my gosh, I think you just came up with the title to our new webcomic that we're all writing as a collaborative effort today. DCSS Deity High School. In fact, just Deity High School, I'm sure exists, right? That's gotta be a webtoon or something. Webtoon, anime, it's gotta be somewhere in the zeitgeist there. Let's bring in the servitor. Perfect. Servitor, protect me! Thank you, buddy. I wasn't scared or nothing. Okawaru's the rich kid, giving out gifts, having parties at his place. Duel. And Pio smokes under the bleachers. Oh, for sure. Oh, definitely. Constantly talking about, you know, the big ideas in life, man. You don't get to be a god with messiahs going about you if you're not super... I don't know where I was going with this, so I'm gonna... Again, abort! Eject! Get out of the joke before it crashes and burns. Oh no, it's too late. Oh no, he's dead. He's already dead. Oh boy, we have fun here. We do have fun here. Hello, dragon. Please walk with me to... Where the heck are there some open areas? Okay, don't lose me. I'm over here. Perfect. The only thing more annoying than getting chased down relentlessly by an enemy is when they lose you when you're trying to lure them on a nice little path. Yo's the problem kid from the Breakfast Club? Exactly. Oh, what? In the Breakfast Club, they all had monikers, right? Like titles on the poster and whatnot. I'm worried that I'm gonna try and think them up and realize that they're deeply offensive nowadays with like the context of where we are now versus like that time cliches were all the rage. Everyone was totally happy to just fully lampshade all the different roles because he wasn't the weirdo. I think Quiet Girl, who was good at art, was the weirdo, which see that one's like potentially problematic. She's not that much of a weirdo, she just doesn't like talking to people. Chill out. But something like that. Zin, TSO, and Ellie are the popular kids who look down on everyone else. Oh, definitely. Holier than thou. To the nth degree, for sure. I think you nailed it on the head with that one. In fact, ooh, yeah, we gotta go back and put in a little bit of a caveat to one of our past rankings. I think Ashinzari is definitely the drama kid, and Uskaya is the dance kid, because they were definitely the dance people. Very similar to drama kids, fall under a lot of the same like social circles, but that makes a bit more sense for theming in my mind here. Also, hold up, I shouldn't be magic mapping. I'm having too much fun with D&D High School. Excuse me, game, if you could just chill out and do all the work for me. I have important webtoon ideas to write. Let's just start running a little bit here. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, Shadow Dragon. Sir, apologize for sneaking up from behind like that. Not very kosher of you, not very cool, if you ask me. But we'll blast you. Servitor, don't, if that orb circles around and hits me, you're gonna be in big trouble, mister. Big trouble. There we go. Lovely. Great work. Okie dokie. I guess I'm trying to come up with all the DDs from memory, but I can just open this screen. They're right here. We got most of them. I mean, Wujian has to be another kind of sporty kid, right? Maybe one of the quiet ones, just because they're stealthy. Manos is definitely just a quiet kid who's a little bit more, what's the word that everyone always talks about? How outgoing you are versus introspective, but that's not. Holy cow. This is the emo kid. Yeah, no, I think so. Very introspective, very, what if you have like generalized social anxiety? You would say that you prefer, you know, alone time and quiet to crowds, and there's a word that I'm going for here. I'm sure introvert. Thank you, Eggly. Again, Eggly to the rescue, just saving my butt here as I struggle to just grasp at straws. Who's the crazy hippie? I mean, come on. Come on, we know. Or Jivia. Jivia can definitely be up there. Quaslal, yeah, Quaslal is that kid who's like, you know, has an extremely loud speaking voice. Like, they don't mean to be screaming, but they're just always projecting out there. Not necessarily in a bad way, but definitely in a noticeable way, shall we say. And I think Fedhouse joins BO under the bleachers, because, I mean, obviously, you don't become the god of plants for no reason. I should be writing these down. I'm gonna have to watch through this video in the future. This is a brilliant idea. We're having $1 million ideas here. That has exactly crazy hippie for sure. A little bit less like F the man and very much the chill hippie who just wants to hang out with their friends and yeah, hang out again under the bleachers, doing their thing. Oh, did you just reflect some? Oh, now you are almost dead. Then I think I will fight. I was actually gonna run away and wait for servitor magic, but okay, that's cool too. Whatever works for you, Draconian Bud. Your Cataplegus doesn't care that you're between it and enemies. It just vomits its calcifying dust all over you to the enemies. That's awesome if you have like cloud immunity from Quaslal. and then you just immediately capitalize on the fact that everyone else is completely petrified. Caterpillars and steam dragons just do not care, indeed. Collateral? I never heard of her. Gozeg has the most incredible Pokemon card collection. Actually, yeah, right? Gozeg also kind of fits the bill of the rich kid, right? With all the gifts. Or, you know, Gozeg is the one kid that hit 18 before anyone else at school, and so they're just secretly buying everyone drinks and supplying out the potion petitions, if you know what I mean. I need to go in for some more here. Rue is the person who's just, you know, like, I'm here for my mandatory time. I do not care about anything. Sacrifice what I must, and let's just graduate, and then we can get on with life and have a good time. So basically, like, your normal human being, instead of a walking, talking stereotype like the rest of them. Nemlex practices sleight of hand magic tricks during lunch. Yeah, just honestly, the single best, like, pen flipper ever can just roll it across all their fingers, there and back again. Your Ed runs the D&D club. Gozeg, Sivmoon, and Zom are Ed, and Eddie. Oh my gosh, that's great. Gozeg is the local drug dealer? Oh, exactly. No, it's drop on by my place for a little bit of under-the-table potion petitioning. Make sure you get that slight nudge in there. No, I think that one fell into place for sure. Gozeg's got all the goods. Who else are we missing here? Shabriados is just super chill. Doesn't really care, doesn't talk too much. You know, likes to work through things in their own time, just methodically get through it. Kind of is secretly the hidden genius of it all, because I mean, like, the intelligence. In fact, they're good in strength, dex, and intelligence, Shabriados. So they're the sleeper agent, or the one that everyone sleeps on. Pun almost definitely intended. And Kikubakuga, what would you be? I guess that's like rather than emo, that's like the heavy goth energy. So very much like into Wicca, tarot. Oh, tarot kind of falls under the domain of Nemlex, but that's fine. They can share that one. And I don't know what Luganu would do. The sheer agent of chaos. Because, like, Zom, you know, is the kind of, like, random, lol-so random kid. But I feel like someone else, one of those others, has to be another similar branch of thing. Zom doesn't even go to the school, but crashes prom. There we go. Okay, that gives us nice distinctions between the various chaotic entities within the pantheon here. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Fantastic work, each and every one of you in chat right now. Oh, so funny. Someone's got to get started on this fanfic. Nemlex can just be the trading card game. Right now that Gozeg has been swapped over to being some kind of drug dealer and or hookup for drinking supplies, something to that extent. I think, yeah, the trading card player who owns all the cards can go to Nemlex. But they also do perform card magic on the weekends for fun. Because, I mean, who wouldn't? Right? Let's see. Can I do this first try on camera, or am I going to embarrass myself? I don't think that was bad. Couldn't see it from your perspective, but I'm happy with it. That's a little activity that I picked up during quarantine. That was one of the random hobbies alongside streaming that I decided I think I'd like to do some magic. I like sleight of hand. I feel like I'm pretty alright when it comes to manual dexterity. And it was a lot of fun to learn. If anyone's looking for a random hobby, that's my sales pitch on card magic. Ooh, let's put my ring back on. McCleb is the principal who keeps raging at all these out-of-control deity kids, just thinking they own the place, walking around like they don't answer to nobody. Mukanu starts food fights and stuff kids into lockers. Okay, so like high bully energy. I can get that. And Hep's older sibling was a legend at this school. Definitely. Hep's older brother graduated the year before his freshman year and was the star quarterback, was also absolutely brilliant on all the like standardized testing. And all the teachers expect great things from you, Hep. Great things, if you're anything like your brother. Spell purchase servitor, please, don't kill me while we're having fun joking about stuff. Please, kill my enemies, so that I can enjoy our silly jokes some more. Okay. In my one shot, technically Quicksilver Bolt if it hit for max rather. Let's heal once just to play it safe. I do not wish to die. It's such an embarrassing manner here. Let's head up. Heal once more. Box of beasts. You distract them. Very smooth. Very cool of me. The way I handled that. Let me read teleport. I cannot read scrolls. That's right. I'm gonna haste. And then you immediately get rid of it. That was wasteful. Can silence you, but that doesn't help with the natural abilities. I'm sorry to pull away from our fanfic here, but I just need to think for a moment as to what exactly I want to do. Catch you in a net? Will you breathe at me through your net? Because I don't think so. Oh my gosh, that net did not last very long. How about that? How about that? I need to get rid of this mutation. Yeah. Perfect timing, Eggley. He typed it right as I said it out loud. That's exactly it. We need to get rid of this mutation. Okay, I don't want to use the rest of my healing potions for this, so what can I do? Don't want to use my final summoning scroll. That might be necessary. If I tried to polymorph you, no shot. Okay. That's good to know. We could go for Curari. 60% chance to hit. 60. Okay, that's cool. Welp. Welp. The problem is Orb of Fire Mail mutations in only 2 pots. Yeah, unfortunately so, but we might just have to take what we get in that regard. Cross our fingers. Right, I can't read scrolls. Dang it, I was like, I can blink out of here. I can't do that. Okay. So we still have 3 healing. You do not see invisible. But I don't know how much that helps us overall here. I can't scroll of summoning, because that was immediately my next thought, because I'm dumb. Okay, you're not gonna max roll Quicksilver Bolt, right? Right? You wouldn't do that. It's Magic Pot. Quicksilver Bolt will probably wipe off any buffs you apply. Exactly, yeah, that's why I don't want to go for like the haste plan again or anything like that. Yes. Okay, step 1, blast. And one last blast. Ooh, jeez. Okay, I thought I was even lower than 40 health. Turning into a tree, I feel like actually... I'm trying to think of how much health I gain from that. Because if I go in here, it tells me what AC I get to, but it doesn't tell me what the health increase is. If it's around 20 points, I want to do that. Let's do it. Oh, it was exactly 20 points. How about that? And then last but not least, let's go for some unavoidable damage. Crap. I didn't want to waste any more resources in this fight, but 1 Draconian Knight is apparently all it takes to severely ruin my day, so I'll have to heal, play it safe. As much as I hate it, we would have killed them in 1 shot too. Oh, they got rid of our leg, that makes sense. In fact, they might have just gotten rid of our leg and not hit us, and that's why our health went down. Huh. Whoops. I should have looked a bit closer at that. We could have used another lig potion instead of wasting one of our final 2 heal wounds. But this is kind of a fancy demon whip. We never did find a weapon to use. Let's pick it up. That seems kind of sweet to have in the back pocket. Oh, it is already B because it replaced that object. Perfect. Just heal up real quick, and hopefully, with the sheer amount of resources we just spent on surviving that, we're hopefully in an okay spot for Zot 5, because we're not going to have nearly as much healing as I'd otherwise like by the time we get there. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Oops, let's try that again. Spellforge Servitor and I against the world. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Perfect. Run. Run. Run away from all the noise we made. Beauty. Not too shabby here. And yes, mutations. Probably should try 1 here, right? Never didn't have it? No more negative scroll? Hey, beautiful. Slightly disoriented. Okay. That was just losing something, I believe. Because that message doesn't ring out to me. Slightly less energetic is not great, but it's not the end of the world. We're in a much better spot, all things considered here. Absolutely love to see it. Let's try and thread the needle with an Orb of Destruction. Nope. No shot. Again? Hey, this time we actually did. Heck yeah, bud. Great work. Just hit a 2-meter wide exhaust port from a trench run right there, buddy. Not too shabby. And that was Zot 4. For a second, my brain thought this was Zot 3, and I was like, we still have another one of these before long time. Oh no. But we're good. We're good. Spellforge Servitor, if you could take care of these baddies. I don't want to raise a finger here. And sure, I'm being slightly cocky with this approach, but it was kind of fun. Get him. Oh, Servitor, you're useless. Useless. Son of a gun. Let's repeat an ID scroll, or a mapping scroll, rather. Block that off for now. And get into the final section of the game here. Get Maxwell's capacitive coupling in the final moments. If we were an air mage, then that would be an interesting find. I mean, it would be so fun to get it, or so invigorating, but to get it on Zot 5 would be less than ideal. As is, we don't give a dang. Where is Firestorm at? Let us check. That's a great question. 24%. It's on its way. And this is... I mean, I was about to say this is probably one of my favorite of the tracks from the Polybridge soundtrack, but I think they all are just too good. So I renege that immediately. Ignore everything I'm saying. Which you should just do, honestly. If you're trying to get by in life and not make yourself actively dumber as a person, probably ignore most of the things I say. Not too shabby here. Oh, geez Louise. Hello. This is why we have a vocable blink. Get out of my home. Can probably blast a little bit. I'm slightly concerned with becoming surrounded again. So as soon as the shifter comes into view, gotta start thinking about our options in life. But until that point, just blast them. Ooh, you're almost dead. That orb scares me. I don't like... I'm looking at this trajectory. I'm doing the mental math, calculating the physics here. And I'm not sure, like, where this is heading. Please don't hit me. Oh, never mind. We good. Sorry for doubting you, Servitor. It was, you know, from my angle, the shot looked bad. I'm sure it looked fine from your angle, and for that, I respect your opinions, and I should honestly just trust you more. As a partnership that we've both entered into, to work together till the ends of the earth, should give you the barest bit of trust. It's one of the founding pillars of any relationship or something like that, I'm sure. Someone lightning bolts, right? Old Sun from off screen. I don't know if we've met that person yet. I don't see any Black Draconians around, so I'm gonna just pretend they never existed. Oh my gosh, you son of a gun. I was in my head. I was saying the words, "Don't touch that dispersal trap, son." But, of course, there's one surefire way to make one of these rebellious teenage orc guardians. Don't know if I'm following through with this metaphor, if it works out. Probably not my best analogy. And that's not saying much. Let's move on here. Okie dokie. Make sure we're staying hydrated. Double check my resistances real quick, actually. Make sure I'm not doing anything incredibly stupid. A little bit stupid is fine. Understand